Okay, I thought I'd do a gear review. This is my Z-Packs backpack. This is kind of the foundation of it all, right? And I've just received this. I've been on 3 or 4 hikes with it, short ones locally, and I think it's good. It's pretty comfortable, and it's just phenomenally lightweight. I like that. I did go ahead and get the upper side pocket. That's extra. You have to buy that. I think I'm really going to like those upper pockets for their convenience. And I also got the side pockets as well. Not so sure about these. They're a little bit difficult to zip. There's a separate lumbar pad that you can purchase. I did go ahead and get that. It's not installed at the moment. There's a bar that's a little bit uncomfortable on my back at this point, and I'm hoping that pad solves that issue. But otherwise, I've been pretty pleased with the pack so far. We'll see once I get a few more hikes in a little longer distance. So, next up, we have an REI sleeping bag. This is just a 3 bag, and we're not 100% sure we're going to take that on our trip. We'll see. A Nemo Tensor insulated sleeping pad. Both Alice and I really like those. They just add a lot of extra comfort. It's a bit of a luxury with its weight add, but it depends on how many days we're going to be spending in our tent. We'll see. In addition to that, and also, perhaps one thing we can call, this is our sleeping liners that we brought on both Caminos. And that's all we needed for the Caminos in the summer. We're thinking, though, because we'll be tenting, we'll need the sleeping bag as well. So may bring one, may bring both of those guys as well. In several places around this stack, you'll see insulated bags or different types of bags. This is my dry bag. I'll probably bring one of these because it'll allow me to keep stuff in if I want to have some extra protection. The pack itself is highly waterproof. What I've read from different reviews is that you don't actually need a bag liner, but we'll see. Another thing that I may not bring, this is a pack cover. Might not need that at all, but I threw in the weight just to be conservative. For a tent, Alice and I are splitting up the tent. I've got this is the Tigerwall 3 tent and the ground cloth. That's what I'll be bringing. Allison's going to carry the poles and the stakes. For a hiking pole, we both bring one. I know that's, technically you're not supposed to do that, but we've just grown used to it. This year we're bringing our Black Diamond carbon poles, which we really like the cork handles on these poles, and this has an extra padded handle, so you can treat it as a staff as you wish. One thing I'm going to note, I've actually modified these poles. If you pull this all the way out, I've installed a little, you probably can't get that close, probably installed a little threaded insert here, and that actually is used, I can turn my pole into a selfie stick for the camera that Allison is using. I just flip it around the other way, so I flip it around the other way, put it in there, and now we've got a selfie stick. So that'll be useful with a 360 camera. Boots-wise, this year I'm going to be bringing, these are bought at REI. They are a oboe shoe that is particular to REI. This is a waterproof boot, a mid. I like bringing at least one pair of mids. Just something I'm used to. It's probably a little more weight than I need to carry, but we'll see. This year, for the first time, I'm going to be going with trail runners for the majority of the trip. These are not waterproof. They're lightweight. They breathe really well. It's an Ultra Supreme 4.5, Superior 4.5, sorry. So I'm looking forward to those. Another thing I may cull from my list, these are sandals. I brought them in the past so that I can get out of my shoes at the end of the day and walk around town in something else. Because I'm bringing 2 pairs of shoes on the Via, I may leave these at home. Clothes-wise, as we move through the clothes list, I have 2 pairs of convertible pants. Great idea. That way you can use them as shorts and use them as long pants to help you through the trip. Shirts, I'm bringing 3 different shirts. They're all lightweight, short-sleeve shirts. I do have some layers that I can add on that for warmth. This is a Patagonia quarter zip type of long sleeve layer that I'll add for warmth, and additionally a lightweight fleece. This is just a piece of silk. This is an idea that someone showed us on our first Camino. It's just a flat piece of silk. That's my pillowcase. So I will roll up all my clothes for the following day, the clean clothes, in one of the dry bags. And the dry bags are uncomfortable against your skin. They'll make you sweat. Layer them with an ultra lightweight piece of silk like this, and you get some extra comfort there. I have a rain jacket. We've used this rain jacket several years now. It's a Marmot. It's the lightest one that I have found for any rain jacket. We've been very pleased with those. I'll bring it again for our third trip. For the first time this year, I'm bringing rain pants. In Spain, we just never had any rain. It was just as simple as that. You didn't need them. On this trip, we're going to be going for 100 days. So the chances of having to walk through the rain, it's almost 100%. So to add a little bit of comfort there, I'm going to bring a pair of rain pants. In addition to that, I have a pair of sealskin waterproof socks. So I've never worn these before on a trail, hiked around town with them. Been pleasantly surprised that they're not hot. So that's I'm looking forward to trying these out. We have actually a rainy, cold day today, so I may go outside and just walk around in the rain. Sounds crazy, but I like to bring one pair of really heavily padded socks. And something where Allison and I are quite different on. She doesn't bring anything like this, but I really like one pair of heavy padded socks, and that's a Smartwool, and these are in GG toe socks, another thing that I've enjoyed bringing. And lastly, I will bring one pair of, these are just ankle size wool socks. For underwear, every other Camino I brought wool, and I've really liked it. I find the wool is just superior in comfort, but they don't hold up. They'll last you 30 days with hand washing, scrubbing on a basin kind of thing, and then they really start to break down. So I'm going to have to bring some synthetics this time. I'll probably have to leave the wools at home. Got 3 pair of those. And now we're down to accessories. I bring my Tilley hat everywhere. They're just great hats. They're not the most stylish things in the world, but really lightweight. One of the few hats that I've ever had that allows my head to breathe, so that's comfortable. Alice and I call this our sweat rag. We tie it right here, and that's exactly what we use it for. It's sort of multifunctional, but if you hot ways, you just take it out. It's available for that. Toiletries, your basic, deodorant and lip glue and some medicines for me. Soap in a bag. I use that as my shampoo as well because I'll have a shaved head when I actually walk. Ultra lightweight towel. For the first time, I'll be bringing a water filter. Normally in Spain, you don't have to bring it. But we've been told going through France, there'll be some places where you may not be able to find pure water. So I'm going to bring a filter. May be unnecessary, but it's an easy thing. It's very lightweight, easy to bring. On every Camino, we've kept journals. So I'll be carrying the journals for us this year, and that's a little case that the journals fit in. We put our passports in here, some spare cash, that kind of thing. If we don't bring journals, this is one thing that I can get some weight out by just keeping an electronic journal, but I just love the feel of the paper. Got a little knife, some safety pins. We put these on our packs to hang our clothes to dry if they don't dry overnight. This is a fun one. This is a mesh bag, and all it is. It's actually a chum bag. It's used for for fishing to put chum in. But this is a clean, fresh one. It's one of the lightest weight actual bags that you can have. What do you use a bag for? Quite often you go get your groceries. You need to take them and put them in a bag to take them out of the store. You could use it for to put your clothes in if you're going to the laundry, that kind of thing. Just an extra little, very ultra lightweight item that you can bring. And next to last on the list, of course, my passport, and these are our pilgrim credentials for the Via Francigena. And they're empty at the moment, but they'll be all filled with stamps by the time we get all the way through the 1,400-mile trip. And all the last items are all electronic. So to really try to keep these as light as possible, because electronics are just bonuses, right? There's a case for my camera, an extra battery for my camera, a charge cord, some outlet converters, USB charger, and a little silicone cap. The only thing you don't see here is the camera, and that's because that's what's being used to film the trip. So total weight here is 27 pounds. That's FSO. That's everything. And the maximum weight that I will have on my back, if you take the very lightest things that I can put on, the maximum weight on my back is 24 pounds. And that's it for the gear review for the Via Francigena.